Good day, my name is Belgium Michael. I'm a master student of Advanced Materials and Innovative Recycling at the University of Miscos. I will be talking on data-driven performance analysis of Europe's circular economy. In this case, my case study is going to be on Belgium. I'll be looking at Belgium. As we all know, the importance of having good data. Having good data is very crucial in every developmental process. Having good data is going to be able to tell us where we are, where we should be. Having good data is going to help us to know if our goals and objectives set for every project are met. Having good data is also going to be able to to make us our future plans. Is going to help us analyze our future plans. In this case, I'll be looking at data from Eurostat. Eurostat is a website owned by the European Union. I'll be looking at data from Eurostat. I'll be using it to analyze the Europe circular economy. If the implementation of circular economy that has been implemented since 2015 has been able to bring forth growth in Europe. In 2015, about 54 action plans was delivered to help Europe transmit to circular economy. The action plans are being reviewed generally to help Europe meet the demands of the current society. It is also important to note that some aspect of the circular economy has already been implemented in Europe, which some of the example is the waste-related legislation, which has been delivered since 70s. It has also been the resources efficiency, which has also been delivered in 2011. Basically, the three principles of the circular economy is to eliminate waste and pollution, and also to better use of materials, and also the regeneration of natural systems. What are the economic models? We have the linear economy and the circular economy. What is the linear economy? The linear economy is just basically the take, make, and waste. So it's when we make our products, we use it and we waste it, we throw it into the society. The resources are extracted, they are produced, they are distributed into the society, they are consumed by humans and disposed of to the society. The circular economy is basically when you have your raw materials, you design it to make your product, the production, remanufacturing, the distribution, the consumption and the reuse, the repair, the collection. Basically, some of it we have to be the residual waste is going to have to be discharged. We also have to some of it are going to be recycled in the closed loop of the circular economy. Using the concept of the circular economy is going to help to boost competitiveness. It's also going to help us to foster the sustainable economic growth. Also going to help generate new jobs in the society. What is our research objectives? We want to use this research to diagnose the quality of the circular economy that is being implemented in Europe. We want it to be a supportive decision-making tools in making progress with the implementation of circular economy in Europe. We also want it to be an edification for progress with, with circular economy implementation to make progress with the implementation of circular economy in Europe. We want to also identify significant opportunity for improvement in the circular economic concept. We want to make the circular economic concept being improved upon. We also want to sustain the public support of circular economy implementation. We also want to make the public aware of that the circular economy is actually a tool that is bringing forth growth to Europe. What is our research questions? Our research questions are: is there an improvement in the concept of circular economy? Has the circular economy been improved over time? Is there a progressive success in in the circular economy initiatives. As the circular economy implementation been successful over time, and also is the set target for circular economy achievable? Is a circular economy, the concept of circular economy, is it a policy that is achievable? Is it a policy that the goals and objective sets can be achieved over time? So we want to look at that. What is our research methodology? We'll be looking at the measuring indicators. We'll be looking at indicators from one of the referenced journals. We'll be looking at some of the indicators that are in line with the circular economy. We'll also be collecting data from Eurostat. The indicators, we'll be using it to collect data from Eurostat. We'll also be making data comparison. After making our data comparison, we'll also analyze the data that we've gotten from the Eurostat to make our decisions. We will be using 14 indicators in the studies. We'll be looking at the generation of municipal waste per capita. We'll be looking at the generation of waste excluding the major mineral waste per GDP, the generation of waste excluding major mineral per domestic material consumption, recycling of rate of municipal waste, the recycling rate of waste excluding the major mineral waste, the recycling rate of packaging waste by type of packaging. We'll also be looking at the recycling rate of e-waste and bio waste, the recovery rate of construction and demolition waste, the circular material use rate, the trade in recycling raw materials, the private investments, the jobs created and gross value added that are related to circular economy sectors, the patents related to recycling and secondary raw materials, the private investment, the job and gross value added. The Schwanke diagram is used to visualize materials flow of any circular economy system. What previous research has been done in line with the topic. The LNE 2015 created a flowchart for a method for mining a database to create a Schwanke diagram. What drive the investors' interest was the difficulty to adequately track various sequence of events that includes variable number of interaction steps. The investors develop more effective systems and methods for displaying Sankey diagrams. What different methods can be used to evaluate the circular economy? The life cycle analysis. The life cycle analysis can be used to evaluate the circular economy. The life cycle analysis is known as the cradle to grave analysis. We can also use the materials flow analysis to evaluate the circular economy. We can also use the sustainability indicators. We will actually be using the sustainability indicators in the studies. You can also use simulations to evaluate the circular economy. You can also use the substance flow analysis to evaluate the circular economy, the multi-criteria decision making, and also the image analysis to evaluate the circular economy. What data did you get from the Eurostat? We saw that from the generation of municipal waste per capita, from 2015, there was 412 kilogram per capita generation of waste. Waste was generated in 2015, while 746 was generated in 2020. This has shown an increase in the generation of municipal waste, which is actually in a negative. There's also been an increase in generation of waste excluding major mineral waste per GDP, and also generation of waste excluding major mineral per domestic material consumptions. There's also been an increase there's also been decrease in the recycling rates of municipal waste. So the municipal waste that was generated in 2015 has decreased compared to the ones that was recycled in the municipal waste that was recycled in 2015 has reduced compared to the ones that was recycled in 2020. There has also been an increase in the recycling rate for all waste, excluding the major mineral waste. There has also been there has also been an increase in the recycling rate of packaging waste by type for packaging, the recycling rate of e-waste, the recycling rate of bio-waste. There has also been an increase in the recycling rate of consumption and demolition waste from 2015 to 2016. There has also been a circular material use rate. The circular material use rate has also increased from 70.7% to 23%. The trading in recyclable raw materials has also increased from 2.2 million per year to 2.8 million per year. There has also been the private investment jobs and gross value added related to circular economic sectors has also increased from 2,843 per year to 3,032 per year. The patents related to recycling and secondary raw materials has also been increased from 12.32 per year to 15.67 per year. The private investment, the jobs, and the gross value added has also been increased over the span of 5 years. You can see the graphs of generation of municipal waste in Belgium. We saw that it has increased when compared to from 2000 to 2020. It has increased, the generation of municipal waste has increased. Also, the recycling rate of the municipal waste in Belgium has not really increased from 2000 to 2020. It has actually not increased a lot. Here we see that the recycling rate for e-waste in Belgium has increased from 2008 to 2018. In 2008 it was around 29, and in 2018 it's around 39, which has actually shown an increase over the years. The recycling rate of bio waste has also increased over the years. From the graph we can see that from 2002 it was around 110, and in 2020 it's even more than 150. So we've seen that the recycling rate of biomass has increased over the years, which can be as a factor of the circular economy implementation. The recycling rate for construction and demolition waste in Belgium has sporadically increased. In 2012, it was just around 18, but in 2020, it's even more than it's getting close to 100. So we can see that the recycling waste of the construction and demolition waste has increased over the years in Belgium, which can be as a which can also be as a result of the implementation of circular economy in Belgium. There has also been an increase in the circular material use rate in Belgium too. It was around from 2015 to 2020. The circular material use rate in Belgium has also increased too over the years. Yeah, in 2015, we can see that Belgium imported more than they exported. We can also see that they extracted a lot of their natural resources, and also very little of the imported and the natural resources being extracted was also recycled. It was also the case in 2022. Belgium imported more than they exported, and very little was being recycled. The following recommendations were made towards better improvement of the circular economy concept in Europe. There should be identification of appropriate implementation methods. There should also be strict environmental regulations policy to enhance performance of the circular economy. The EU should support actions towards municipal waste agendas and also collaborate with development partners. There should be increase in sensitization of the public on the benefits of circular economy towards the national development. They should also promote waste prevention through monitoring and collection of the waste. attention.